John was alone, exiled on the rocky island of Patmos, a place of silence and sea winds. He was there because of the word of God, banished for preaching the message of Jesus. But even in that desolate place, his heart was not empty. He worshipped with fire in his soul.
I, John, your brother and companion in suffering, was on the island of Patmos because of the word of God and the testimony of Jesus. It was the Lord's day, and I was in the Spirit, when suddenly I heard behind me a loud voice like a trumpet. I turned to see the voice that was speaking to me. And among the lampstands was someone like a son of man. When I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead. But he placed his right hand on me and said,
"Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last, the one who lives. Once I was dead, but now I am alive forever and ever. I hold the keys to death and the netherworld. Write down, therefore, what you have seen, and what is happening, and what will happen afterwards."
Heaven speaks. And when it does, we are never the same.
Sometimes, it's in the quiet corners of everyday life that its message shines brightest. This next story takes us to a quiet countryside, where a grandfather and his grandson, in the simplicity of their time together, uncover the meaning of hope, faith, and the beauty of second chances. Because the greatest truths are often passed down, not just in words, but in moments. This is the story of Grandpa John and young Timmy.
Sometimes, God's loudest words are spoken in our quietest moments. On a quiet Sunday morning, Grandfather John and young Timmy sat side by side, soaking in the warmth of the rising sun.
Grandpa, have you ever heard God speak?
Grandfather John chuckled,
Not with these old ears, Tim, but here.
tapping his heart.
One day, working the fields alone, tired and broken, I cried out to him, and in my heart I heard a voice clear as a trumpet. Do not be afraid. I am with you. It wasn't a shout or a whisper, but a strength that filled him from the inside out.
Timmy sat quietly, the seed of faith planted deep in his young heart.
Just like John on the island of Patmos, God speaks to us in lonely places and gives us strength for the journey ahead. Come on, Tim. Let's get to work. God's got more stories for us to write today.
Hand in hand, they stepped into the fields, two workers in a great, shining field of grace. In our loneliest moments, when the world feels heavy, remember, He speaks, He strengthens, He walks with us still.